You ready?
Let's get them.
All right, guys. Welcome back to another Tuesday night live show. It is, are you ready with me, guys? What the FiGPiN?
What the FiGPiN is going on here?
So it is your man, John G. As always, we have, I'll introduce Alex first. As always, Alex, how are you this evening?
I'm doing well. I'm happy it's Tuesday. How about you?
Very, very good. Yeah, it's been a good week so far. So, and then we have our man Battle. How are you, my friend?
Belated birthday, John.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yep.
Over the hill. Happy belated birthday.
Wait, isn't
Over
50
the
over the
hill.
hill?
Over the hill.
Yeah, I thought 50 was over the hill one. Why?
Yeah,
I'm only
right.
40, man.
So what were we saying? We were making fun of you earlier saying you were over the hill or something. We're just
But
looking
thank you
time
guys
to
so much. Battle, how are you this evening, my friend?
Taco Tuesday, can't complain. Just grubbed down, jumped in the shower. Here we are. Super
Very
excited
cool.
for the night show.
Very cool. And it is with great honor and great pleasure to go ahead and introduce Holland Hayes with us. How are you?
Am I on?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't say, it's very foggy there where you are. How you guys doing? Hello, new FiGPiN friends.
Welcome to the FiGPiN crew. So excited to have you.
Oh, thanks, man. You're Bill, right?
Michael Battle.
Michael? Okay,
Yes,
Michael.
sir.
I know Alex already, but you didn't friend me, Michael Bill. So I don't know you yet real well. But you were here last time. I remember that.
Yeah. I think I added you as Battle right away, but that's probably.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so he goes-
And I'm
he
learning
goes
all
by-
that stuff.
Yeah, he goes by Battle on his social medias.
Got it. Well, thanks for adding me. I'm just getting over a cold.
Oh no!
But
It
I guess
sounds
I
like
don't
you
need
do
that,
okay.
do I?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna catch whatever you have through Zoom.
There was
hopefully.
the reveal.
There you go.
There he is.
If that was ever a screen capture, there was it right there for you. So before we get started, I just wanted to go ahead and take a minute and thank everyone for joining us so far. If you can do us a favor and hit the like button, it is greatly appreciated. Chris, good evening. Getty up Zero. Diana Phillips, you are new to our chat here and the show, so welcome so much. Thank you.
Can I say who she is real fast?
Yeah, please
Yeah.
go ahead.
Oh,
Holland.
because I'm going to be doing a lot of promoting tonight.
Yeah.
and I'm promoting TD Collectibles. She's one of the dearest ladies and has recently become even dearer to me. And they have started. So when I went out looking for FiGPiNs, and I thought, well, I'll go stop by their shop. And sure enough, they had some. And I said, hey, I'm going to come get them. And even before I got there, they were gone. And
Really?
yes, you can see it on the TikTok. I think
Yes, definitely.
I
Okay,
remember
awesome.
watching-
Well, Diana, welcome so much. Thank you.
As soon as you said it, I remember you taking the videos of the store and all that. That was very cool.
Yep. And do you want to go ahead and just share again the store name and if they have a website?
TD Collectibles. And Diana, if you could add any pertinent information.
Perfect. Yep.
I can't function and talk and type. And all that.
No problem.
I'm right there.
Right. So we have Zero, Charity, Michael Peden. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Van Harris, as always, a pleasure. Will LeClaire, we have terrific Tommy. Jason Nelson, good seeing you, my friend. Man, without even asking, we have people asking some great questions already. Dr. Graybush, always a pleasure. Midnight Geek, so awesome. So, guys, thank you so much. But this show is not about us, it's about Holland. So we wanted to go ahead and get to know Holland a little bit better. And what is
Are
this?
they already asking how to win the pin?
What's happening here?
Or whatever it's a pin you're given. No, I can't.
We don't have anything with no information yet.
I don't know.
That's-
Something might happen tonight, right?
Stay tuned in. You might find something good.
But we have are you guys seeing that there's a Walt Disney character showing up as a blank screen here?
Yeah. Who's
Oh,
no.
I know who that is.
Mickey
Oh,
Walt. How did he even get into the
He can do
figure?
anything.
he's cyber
Know
fair.
yourself, Mr. Mickey's Walt?
So as well, we're trying to figure this out, guys, because this is definitely I'm not sure how Mickey Walt got in here.
Just go with it.
Yeah, definitely would have to. So Jared Peterson, Will I Am, Jason from Pops and Pins, Statue Fanatic, guys, thank you, Logan. FiGPiN alerts, man, it's always good. Who else do we have? Oh, Mills Fam Collectibles, another great collector. Amber Thompson, I have not seen you here before, so thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll just go ahead and get started. So
I have 3 or 4 fans, so hopefully they're popping in tonight.
I'm sure you have probably a more than 3 or 4 fans.
But I'm eager to reach the thousands of people that you connect with. I just can't see them on the screen. It frustrates me. I love scrolling through the pictures, and
Yep. So we'll go ahead and get started, and we have to figure out how Mickey Walt got on here. I'm not sure if I should boot him or not, or wait till he joins.
No, just leave him.
All right.
You're glad he's here. He's a mutual friend of ours.
Very true. All right, so guys, take it away. Go ahead and let's get to know Holland a little bit. And as always, guys, make sure you're going ahead and hit the like button. And if you have any questions, we will be looking at the comments to go ahead and share with Holland as well.
Gosh, I love your wall.
Isn't it awesome?
It's a work in progress, my friend. It's been a long work in progress.
There's a pin event this weekend. Can I start promoting already?
Please, go ahead.
So there's the pin event this weekend in Kissimmee. If you're anywhere near Disney World, look at my Facebook. Scoops Pins is my group. I also have a Scoops Pins page. Ignore that. I haven't done anything with it. I just thought I should get anything Scoops Pins so nobody else did. So just keep poking around until you find the right one. And I'm on IG and TikTok. I've been TikToking. I'm kind of an old fogey about it, but I'm getting there. I'm learning how to do the flash cuts and and all that stuff so I can hold on to the teenagers.
Always keep learning.
And go look at my TikTok, and I've got scoopspins.com, and that'll have a thing. All right, it has a place to buy pins.
Well, Holland, thank you so much for being on the show with your amazing plug right off the bat. I guess let me just start off by asking you, what is a little bit of your background, and how did you get to become Scoops?
So I'm an actor, and I'm not a good one, but Disney finally hired me after 6 years of auditioning for them. And I do a little film and TV. Actually, after they let me go in 2016, what great hair. Gosh, what great hair.
Oh, no.
I'm not sure which one of the 3 of us you're talking to, but
all of you. The best, man. FiGPiN people have great hair, don't they?
Try.
Oh, and even the dog does. So anyway, I worked as an actor for a long time. I'd been, did I get hired? Anyway, I worked at Universal for 10 years. I'm a Florida native. I grew up just north of here in a city called DeLand. And when I was a kid, we would come to Disney World. In fact, my first memory of Disney World was my dad would come over to Orlando. He was like an antique dealer and an auto auctioneer. There were auctions all over. We'd drive, when I was a kid, we'd just drive all over the place. And one of the places we would go to, it was Orlando. And I don't know if you've ever driven, I guess, down I-4 from north to south. Most people go that way to go to Disney World. There was nothing but maybe, a orange grove here and there. And then Orlando. Well, we drove past Orlando, and next thing you know, I'd seen on the news Disney World was coming. Walt was on the news and all that stuff, and in the paper. And it was such a big deal because I was born in California, and my dad was a preacher, and in addition to the other things I said. And he came down here, and so anyway, we were driving to. And we'd been to Disneyland. I was born in California. That's where I was going with that. So that's my earliest Disney memory is California. But we were driving down I-4, and next thing you know, I see that Walt Disney World sign. And I don't know if you've ever gotten butterflies in your tummy, but I got butterflies in my tummy. And I can remember, that's the one time I remember my the jittering in my tummy. And we were going to Disney World, and we did, and used to go all the time after that. and the Diamond Horseshoe was Golden Horseshoe is the California counterpart. Wally Bogue was a magician and entertainer. They had the Can Girls and all that stuff. And I fell in love with it. And back then, they used to close the doors and black out Frontierland while you watched the show. So at the end, when it was all over, you had been transported to another time. When the doors opened and you were back in Frontierland, it was almost like going from a sepia into a full color again. Anyway, that's what got me into Disney. Now, would you
I think
like
we have some visitors.
Yeah. So Holland, sorry to interrupt you, but it looks like we have a visitor that I'm not sure how they jumped in here. But we have Amato that just joined us.
Well,
Amato, how are you this evening, man?
Well, you know who probably did that was that other guy that joined us.
Mickey's Walt.
Hey, Amato, nice to meet you.
Same here. Can you guys hear me fine?
there
Perfect.
you go.
Excellent. It's a pleasure. Sorry to kind of come in all unannounced like this, but I thought it would be fun to pop in and see what you guys are up to.
Well, this is my show tonight, Amato, and how dare you come in here looking more handsome than me?
It was very dramatic lighting. I have to fix this.
Amato, it looks like you stole a play right out of Alex's playbook or special place to go on a live show.
I've done it once. Okay.
You look like you're in a James Bond movie.
No, we had it's my son's birthday today, and he'd been asking for us to take him to a revolving sushi place here in San Diego.
Oh, cool.
And the wait times are insane. And we just got back. I thought I'd be getting back at least half an hour earlier, but it just took much longer. So this is not where I usually call from.
That's awesome.
I'm so happy to meet you, Amato, and my sincere thanks to you for including me in this wonderful community of these amazing quality pins. I love Disney pins. I love how they're made. I love trading, and I love the story of FiGPiNs. I wish I'd have come up with the idea myself, but who could have ever imagined all the different licensing you guys have acquired? It really is amazing. And I don't do just Disney pins now because I've fallen in love with pins so much. You can see I like the Disney pins a little bit, but these FiGPiNs really check a lot of boxes for me. And I there's so many things that I meant to bring out, but I've got stuff here. But one of the things I wanted to show was a broken pin that I had from Disney catalog online. It's this beautiful Jessica skating. Jessica Rabbit's one of the things I love. And it had bowed, and then something sat on it, and it broke. And I'm just thinking, you know what? A FiGPiN won't do this. FiGPiNs are rock solid. They are they can't be exposed, to the elements too much and the dust and the kind of things that, especially here in Florida, fade pins. But that individual numbering is what really got me, in addition to the fantastic art and the graphics, which is what pins are all about to me, unless they're a commemorative, that commemorates a thing, which is the whole point of Disney merchandise, is to buy your memories, right?
Right.
And but the serial number on the back and the website, the app, which I'm still learning to use. All the pin people that I've talked to, and there have been a lot, because you'll see, Amato, I put up a display at this past week's pin trading event. I'm going to do it again next week, but nobody realized. Well, they'd seen them, but they didn't. People want what's hot or whatever. Well, they're getting hot, first of all, so you should know that. And so hopefully we'll be helping everybody's collection value. But the thing nobody knew about was the serial number and how that eliminates faking. Fantastic.
Right. Well, I mean, First of all, it's a real honor to finally meet you. I've heard a lot about you and about your history, and it's in the same way, and it happened so close to our Disney release that it was all kind of like this magical experience, because getting into the parks, getting this relationship with Disney was beyond our dreams, and then being able to interact with a big part of Disney pin trading, it just keeps getting better and better. So of course, we're very happy to be in the parks. I'm very happy to finally get a chance to meet you, and I hope we meet in person soon. We have some ideas cooking for how we could bring the Disney pin trading community together with the FiGPiN community. And with regard to FiGPiN and the product and the app, and I'm very much an outsider to the collecting world. I'm not a traditional collector, but I am very much a designer. I'm very much like a creative thinker, and I could say that for Eric, who's authored the style of FiGPiN, and I can tell you that I think the reason that we kind of came out of nowhere with FiGPiN and with pin trading is because we literally came out of nowhere. Like we came to this amazing collectible space from the outside. So we weren't burdened with all these kind of like rules, and you have to do this and you can't do that and you must. We just said, let's try and make the absolute best collectible in the world. How do you do that? We loved the format. We loved the cloisonné, the hard enamel material. And Eric brought what he had. Dan brought what he had. I brought what I had. And it was just this magical mix. We got together with Travis, who's also a business partner, and we're able to kind of pull off a little miracle here with this product. So,
amen.
We are very, very humbled by the love that people have for FiGPiN, by the fact that Disney has allowed us to be in their parks, and so this is just a very exciting time for us. And if you hear me talking kind of outside of this environment, you'll always hear me saying, we will continue pouring everything we've got into this product, into this idea, because it's our child now. We believe in it so much that we will put every ounce of energy that we have to keep the quality level, to keep the innovation, and then to keep the technology going strong. And to your point about no one knowing about the app and the serial numbers, it is a little bit part of the plan, because we launched the product without an app, but we launched it with serial numbers because I knew that we were going to use them at some point in the future. And so we didn't want, we didn't want to roll out an app that working well, or that wasn't fully thought out, or wasn't really an excellent customer experience. So that's why I try not to lead with the app. I try to lead with the characters that you love, with the art, with the packaging presentation, and then this digital experience if you choose to pursue it. So should the app be front and center? Maybe yes, maybe no, but I think it's, everyone else on this call has heard me talk about like the LAPD principle, like the licenses, the art, the packaging, and then the digital. And that's how we're rolling now. We're going to keep pushing it in that of importance, and we think that's really the winning formula there.
What I'm so glad you brought up the packaging, because another thing that I really love, your one challenge. So Disney must love you, because the volume of pins that you're bringing in initially is when Disney started pin trading in 2000. They rarely had editions as large as 10 and 20,000, but they did. Like for the New Year's Day pin, if I recall, I think it was 20. It may have been 10,000, and they did do one or two pins that were 20,000. But they tried to keep it in the 5,000 to 1,000 to 5,000 range, which, when you think of collectibles in general, that's a really small number. And now with the edition sizes that you're producing, I think there will be a market for it. I'm assuming they'll have to, spread it out to maybe some of the other, who knows, throughout the world. It doesn't matter. They'll want to trade theirs. If I don't know what you've got cooking, but anyway, the sun never sets on a Disney parks, or you know what I mean. Like there's sun. So anyway, but the packaging. The art on your packaging, the backer card that is the same art as only the an animation art, because I know there's different art for the pin, and then that has to be, it's almost like a comic book, the black, the outline of the the base metal, and so but I love that art, and I've been doing these TikToks. I hope you've seen a couple of it. And I take out the card and turn it around because it's so beautiful with it. But that's where Disney, I think, missed the boat with. So they would do boxed jumbo pins and stuff like that. But your little display, it's just big enough. You're crazy. Where is it? Oh man, I'm so sad these aren't going to be around anymore. But I'm going to buy every one of this pin I can get my hands on. I got a couple off of Amazon. What a knockout! And then there's that great card. I do wish it had a little plastic stand like the other ones, but that is so. Man, when I saw that, and I'm going to tell you, if I may, Amato, the first time that I saw a FiGPiN was in Walmart, and it was back in the electronics section where I guess they all do it. And it stopped me in my tracks, and I thought, that's a good looking pin. I don't need any more pins. I don't need to get involved in a whole nother line of pins, man. I'm covered. And here I am. I own that sorcerer that I saw. I was able to get one of those, and
so Holland, you're a month and a half into collecting, right?
Yeah.
How many pins have you bought in that month and a half?
I don't like exact numbers when it comes to pins.
Well, you can give us an estimate number.
Because my wife could ask me. And
we'll make sure she earmuffs it for our more better question that we have later on. So
okay, but I have 50 already, and maybe more. But Amato had a little something to do with that, but not much. I've put my money where my mouth is.
Thank you for doing that.
So awesome. Amato, one, happy birthday to your son, and I mean it's really amazing that you're going ahead and coming here and spending some time with us. So please share with him our congratulations, and appreciate you taking the time out of your day, on his special day. So thank you. But we, we're surprised that you guys go ahead and join us. Like, this definitely was not planned. So I had
nothing to do with this.
We also have Mickey's Walt joining us. Can you hear us, Rick?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
There he is.
Well, so we have two amazing extra guests that we were not expecting this evening. So we already have some people asking in the comments here, Amato, for leaks. Which we have.
I'm signing off. I'll see y'all later.
No expectation of any leaks being dropped.
That was great. Bye.
But we wanted to go ahead and, obviously, I'm sure everyone's excited about the NBA being released this week. So, did you just want to go ahead and drop maybe another, hint of knowledge about, this Friday, what it's going to look like, and how the chases are going to go ahead and be, with the card being flipped and all that?
Yes. I mean, I could tell you this is not a leak because I think I've mentioned this recently, but just last night and early this morning, I was deep into MLB packaging art, and the MLB wave it's 9 players, like we mentioned, I think the last time, and I messaged Eric late at night. We tend to do that a lot, but I messaged him late at night, and I was like, Eric, the MLB players, and he's like, what's wrong with them? I'm like, they're amazing. They're just amazing. Like, you've outdone yourself this time, because the first NBA players, that was a big wave, and he hadn't done kind of athletes in a while since the San Francisco pins, I think. And so I think he's just the point is he's getting into a groove right now, and man, is it an amazing groove. These MLB players are fantastic. I think on my favorite website, FiGPiNDB.com, he listed the unlock days for NBA as Friday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what's going to happen is on anyone that unlocks the commons of the NBA pins on Monday, which is going to be chase day for those pins, you will have a card pop up in the app for every common that you've unlocked, and it will tell you. You'll know what to do when that card pops up. That's all I'm going to say. It's like look for the cards in the app of the common NBA pins that you unlocked.
Yeah.
And one other thing I want to say, because we've taken our fair share of kind of like punches to the face with the app and with launches of features that some have went really well, some have not. I just want to say that we're trying new stuff here. The whole chase model, like top to bottom, it's a new feature. It's a new concept in collecting. And I think it's going to work really well, but I want everyone to know that for us, it's a constant work in progress. Like, we're going to learn from it. We're going to see what works and what doesn't. We're going to talk to the community. We're going to talk to the community in every channel that we can, which means our support tickets on Facebook, on Reddit, and Discord, on any other on Instagram, any other platform where we could communicate with our fans. We're going to listen to what you guys are saying about it, and if it makes sense to us, we'll improve, we'll adjust, we'll tweak the system, because the app is not for me. It's not like not for me to use. It's for you guys to use. Like, it's your thing. It's your experience. They're your collections. That wall behind you, John. That's your property. And in the spirit of the LAPD thing, we want you to have that better experience, that better digital experience. So
definitely
stay tuned Monday. I think you guys will be really happy with how it works. Not everyone in the world is going to get a chase on the first day, because that's just not how it works. But I think as they start coming out, and as chase days happen every single week, people, the fans, the users, however you want to call them, are going to find this as just like a really fun way to chase after these pins.
That's awesome. And is the chase day going to be the same day every week, or is that a surprise? Like, you wouldn't know? How does that look?
Yeah, it's the way we have it planned now. It's always the Monday after unlock day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
But this Friday they'll have a chance to unlock it, or we have to wait until Monday to go ahead and
say that again?
So that this Friday, with being unlock day, will everyone have a chance to try to get the chase on unlock day as well, or do they have to wait? Do we have to wait until Monday for that first chase day?
No, that Monday is the first chase day. Yeah, meaning like you can't discover your chase card unless you've unlocked your pin. So chase day can't happen until unlock days happen.
Okay, perfect.
And it's say if you buy one common and you do chase day and you don't get a chase, come next chase day, do you get another chase card on that same one common?
That's right.
So
That's right.
Cool.
And if you try, you're going to get some points too.
Oh, I like the points.
Is that have to do with that gift pass that we saw in the unlocker room, where it kind of sends?
The gift pass is something else, and I think I'm the one that sent one of my pins through the unlock room to test it. The gift pass, and again, Holland, this is where we are just oddballs in the world of collection, because people like ask me what something is, and I'll tell them exactly what it is when I probably shouldn't. So the concept of the gift pass was really born from when we were having a lot of problems with cohorts and chronos, like breaking and not allowing someone to go through the unlocker room. So I talked to the team, and I'm like, look, guys, anytime when someone misses their opportunity at going through the unlock room, is there anything I could do or support can do to give them another kind of run through the unlock room? And we came up with this idea of a gift pass, like, hey, you missed your chance for chrono or cohort because of a bug or some other reason. Here's a unlock room gift pass. So that's why it was built, and that's how we intend to use it. But of course, as we build it, we start thinking of all these other ideas, like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if you can just gift that gift pass to any user in the community, like one user to another, kind of like like Reddit Gold or something like that. So
That's awesome.
that's what gift pass is.
So I do have to ask, because there's some people asking, that there's two people that have asked so far. There was a person that had shared last week with us that was on our show, the possibility of a Batman box set coming out.
Well, DC,
but he left it very like conspicuous, like wasn't positive, didn't want to commit to it. So is there any further what's the word I'm looking for? Any further affirmation you can give us if it is that going to come to light? Is that true or not?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, why on earth wouldn't we make like a kick-ass Batman box set?
Okay. And is it a soon to be announced box? You don't have to tell us when or what, I mean, how far it's out, but is it going to be in the 2022 timeframe? Or
I'm trying to go see it this Friday, and I'll take them with me.
I mean, there's some like Batman is going to be in the news in the next, in the near future, right? We have
days away from.
Yeah, exactly. We have I can't remember his name, but the new the Batman,
Pattinson.
right?
He's already out promoting it. Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson, thank you. And it's looking to be an amazing film, nice and dark as it should be. And I can tell you that this box set has that same kind of feel to it. It's something we've never done before.
Awesome.
And if you're a DC fan, if you're a Batman fan, get ready to buy one of these things.
Awesome. So the other thing that I know that was, I think some people asked after last week's show, and as we were talking about it through Discords and Facebook, the logo, that the 8 logos that were released, they wanted to know if the logo that was going to be with this Batman box set, was it the one that had the bats on it that looked like it was for Halloween? I think it was just a joke, but is there going to be a logo with this box set, or is it going to just be the 5 pins?
Every single box set, every single deluxe box set that we make will have a logo with it.
All right, guys.
One of my few logos I have to have.
That's my favorite pin I got, Amato, was with the Extraordinary Villains box set, which I have yet to open because I just can't bring myself to do it.
Do it.
And
Open it. Do it.
All right. Well, maybe that'll be my next TikTok. But I loved the little logo pin. It was, and then I found like a month. What's it been? 3 weeks since I started with this thing. I found the sticker in it. I love the little sticker with it too. Yeah. And Amato, I want you to know something. I am not a sports fan. I've never bought a piece of sports memorabilia until the NBA. I got 2 sets of 6 of those,
right.
And
Awesome.
And a couple of extra. So
welcome to the suck.
Yeah,
I'm starting not to believe your quantity of 50 you said, Holland. I'm starting not to believe that so much.
So Holland, I usually Battle, sorry. Battle, I'm sorry.
I was just saying that's only 50 of his own like personal mine.
Yep. So Holland, you'll see if you kind of pay attention to on Discord and Facebook, whenever we see a new collector, I go out of my way to say welcome to the community, condolences to your wallet/bank account. So
yeah, that ship sailed a long time with the park pins.
So Amato, the other one that was asked in there that I thought was pretty cool. I believe you might have mentioned this in the No More Mutants interview with you and Calvin Ralph, there, I don't remember hearing this, but is there truth to some glitter Rengoku exclusive coming out there or not, or what?
I'm going to repeat what I said before. We try as hard as we can not to operate in a vacuum. We try not to sit in a room and just talk to each other. We try to talk to the community, talk to the fans, see what they like, what they want. And again,
We wants it.
why on earth wouldn't we make a glitter Rengoku? Like, why would we not do that?
Yeah. Well, Amato, I know when people ask, are they going to come out with this, this license, that license, and I always refer to your saying of Amato, quote for quote, yes, we will. If there's a license out there that we can get, we are going to go ahead and make every license that's possible out there. So, it's definitely awesome what you guys are doing. But I didn't want to take too much of your time. I mean, Holland, I don't know if you have any questions for Amato. Amato had any questions for Holland or us.
I would like to just you had put a question on, and while Amato is here, it's one I should probably answer. There's two I'd like to answer. The first one is, what would be a dream pin? And the interactive characters, they're gone in large part from Disney now, and secondary characters in low editions, I think, is a thing Disney missed the boat on a long time ago. And then being able to have display supplemental pieces like a background that Disney did it a long time ago when they did purchase with purchase and gift with purchase pins. You spend so much, you get a free or pay or can buy a cheap pin. And then you could get a card. They also did pursuits. You get a card, and that's what your pins went on. Right. So let's say you decide to do Pinocchio, for example. So you got your main characters, but then you got maybe Cleo and Cleo hopefully I'll get to talk to you about what pins do well for Disney, and maybe you can kind of copy that model a little bit, but like the different cat characters. And I love Aristocats, especially the hippie cats, and so anyway, just something like that, and then a backer card, and maybe if you buy the lowest edition one, you get the backer card, and you can put the other pins on the card, and create excitement with that kind of thing. And then the new Star Wars interactive characters at Star Cruiser. Plunk down your 10 grand, Amato, and take those kids to the Star Cruiser, and
is
then
that the cost?
Huh?
Is that what it costs to stay there?
Whatever it is, you can afford it, I'm sure.
I've always said the only people not making money on FiGPiNs is FiGPiN.
Well, hey, maybe some people will forget and put the code in when they get the chance to chase, and you'll luck out there, Amato.
But anyway, hey, Amato, because they're park pins commemorating parks, icons, characters, and stuff like that. That would be that was the answer to my. And Amato, I know you're probably going to go soon, but can I show my favorite pin?
Yes, of course.
May I?
Please and thank you.
And there's going to be a bunch more, but I know a big part of FiGPiNs is the APs, and I don't know if there'll ever be PPs. Disney calls them pre-production or prototypes. I consider pre-productions PPs and prototypes something else. Like this, I consider, even though they called it a pre-production. This, I'm trying to get it. I got to get it into the light, don't I? So let me just do this light. So this is from a pin event, and it sold for $95 when it came out. It's limited edition 500. You can actually see where they pasted onto the back of the box there. And then inside is my favorite Disney character.
If it's not himself, that's kind of crazy. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Well, it is himself.
And when I first saw this pin, I knew they were doing something. I think I'd seen the artwork, but when I first saw the actual pin, it was downtown Disney Springs at the Pin Palace, whatever you call it, down there. And it was in the display case. Mickey's 3 inches tall, which is about the height of one of your fabulous pins. And when I saw this, so imagine a FiGPiN of this guy, only maybe he looks like me.
Maybe a little combo FiGPiN XL mashup.
Yeah.
3-inch XL double down.
You know, we're talking about one of the things I said is innovation, and for me, it's not about technology. It's really about where can we take our existing format. How can we grow with it, and literally how can we like grow with it, because we find ourselves often kind of stuck in this narrow box, this portrait format. And if we want to do there's a lot of like anime characters where they have these, you know, just very wide bodies to them, and we find ourselves in a terrible situation where we just can't make that character because our box format is limiting us. So when we talk about innovation, everything's on the table. You know, how can we make the box fit more characters? There's this idea that we floated that we call that I call the double triple box, which is like a two slot wide box. Even to the point of saying, well, you know, can the nature of the box itself change? Can it perform better? Can we do it in a different way to enable even more functionality in the box and in the display? So innovation is really a big part of what we're doing. We have to be very careful with innovation because collectability sometimes doesn't like innovation, because, you know, you want the predictable, you want the thing that clicks into your display. So the most important thing, and I think the guys are probably tired of me hearing they're tired of hearing me say this, is at this point for FiGPiN, we just need to get the word out. We need more collectors. We need more fans to get into collecting FiGPiNs so that we could explore all of these other innovative pathways that we're looking at. And so with the comment you made about the run sizes in Disney parks, yeah, that's a little, you know, it's a little heavy for FiGPiN, but it's a decision they made, and I think they have their own rationale for it. And like you said, sun never sets on a Disney park, like literally. But one thing I can tell you, and John, it's not a leak really, but it's kind of big news for us, is that we are completely resetting our run types and run sizes, in particular the run sizes, where we're going to make them smaller. You know, so for example, we will go from 2,000 to 1,000 pieces MOQ, even down to 500 MOQ, because we saw that with the gold Christmas Grogu. We saw that the fans just adored the idea that it's a 500 piece run and it'll never be made again. And so we are going to revisit our run sizes and try to be not reactive, that's the wrong word, like responsive to the community, to what they want. So you'll see these two things happening with us, where with projects like Disney, you will see large run sizes just because of the nature of that business. And then on the FiGPiN side, we're going to try to go back to smaller run sizes. And because we've gotten in a place where we could create more art, it'll be smaller run sizes with more characters to choose from. And I think that makes it even more collectible and more exciting for the collectors. Will it be harder for every single fan of FiGPiNs to get everything they want? Yeah, but that's the game, right?
It does. It makes it so much fun, but it does make it stressful. Like, how am I going to get it? But it's
a great way to reward subscribers, Amato.
Yeah.
You
and,
know?
You know, Holland, I don't know if you're familiar with the product we have called the FiGPiN Ultra. But you know, this is, I feel like it's a thing we've been talking about for 2 years. But it's exactly that. It's a way to reward collectors with making something that is super premium, super exciting, super powerful in the digital side of the product, and making sure the only people that can buy it are the people that pass certain criteria in the app, meaning do you have enough collection power? Do you have enough originally unlocked pins? Have you been a user for longer than 24 hours? So like, there's a checklist. It's a VIP experience. There is there's a rope there. There are some people that will not be allowed to get in. And I think that's part of this
A
whole
loyalty and a commitment also,
Yeah.
which is great. And,
Yeah.
one other thing occurred to me, Amato, that I want to share with you is that even though the run sizes are large on the park pins, Disney sold zillions of figurines, and they used to be porcelain, right? And porcelain used to be the highest quality of a thing. And then they went to resin figures, right? Just kind of the way that pins went from real cloisonne to the synthetic cloisonne, because there's only 100 colors in real cloisonne, and you can do any color in synthetic, and it's more durable. With a cloisonne pin, you drop it, it breaks, you're done. With synthetic, you drop it, it might put a ding in the edge, but the enamel won't crackle and chip and break. And so that's how I have always equated to people the difference between a cloisonne and a synthetic, which is a very fine thing that nobody really cares about except me. Like I said, I like porcelain versus, I would want a real painting versus a giclée print or whatever. So anyway, what I was going to get at is, now here's a figurine that takes up half the space and can be in a more contemporary setting than Grandma's curio cabinet, but it can go into Grandma's curio cabinet too. And there is an excellent chance, if Disney were to display them outside of the box, that people could see how great they are to display on a shelf the way we used to do other tchotchkes.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think the large runs aren't going to be a problem just because they're so beautiful and so great. And maybe even a high-end display someday, that looks a little fancier, a little, so that the whole presentation, but the presentation is so fantastic.
Yeah, I always tell people, like, if we think that 8,000 pieces is a large run, if we put 2 pieces in every Walmart, that's 8,000 pieces. So, like, good luck finding that if you're out trying to hunt for one of these things.
I think they're gonna feed each other. And will you still do Disney pins outside of the parks?
Yeah, because we have 2 different relationships with Disney. The stuff in the
products and
it's not licensed. They're not licensed pins for us because Disney holds license on those. And then the stuff we sell directly to consumers, that's part of our Disney license. So we don't have that choice because that license is very expensive. So we have to develop Disney product and sell that product.
I learned something new about talking of innovation and, I don't know, attention to detail. I learned something new about FiGPiNs all the time. The way I actually did about Disney World, or park pins, and pins in general over time. And now that I'm learning more about it, I've really fallen in love with them.
That's awesome. I love hearing that. And again, it's an honor for us to be working with Disney. It's an honor for us to have you, find us and get into what we're doing and appreciate what we're doing. And really, the sky's the limit. I think we have really wonderful places that we're going to go to. And again, I'm repeating myself, but you look at what a FiGPiN is. It's really a piece of art. It's a piece of jewelry. It has the quality of jewelry. It's something that
handmade.
It's literally handmade. It's a handmade piece of jewelry. And if you open a drawer 30 years from now and there's a FiGPiN, sitting in that drawer, it's not going to lose an ounce of perceived value, because it's eternal. It'll always have that heirloom quality to it. Whereas, this is not a dig against any other collectible, but if it's like a plastic figure or vinyl or whatever, in 20, 30 years, I don't know where that's going to be, So I think we make something that is very expensive to manufacture. The margins for us are lousy, but it's an amazing product. And like I was saying earlier, we put everything we have into making every single one of these.
Well, hopefully the volume with Disney will change that. the cost of it.
Yeah.
Well, so Amato, I don't want to take any more of your time. Again, happy birthday to your son. It was a pleasure having you here. I was going to say have an Ultra day to try to get you to talk about Ultra, but you already did that, so I didn't have to even use my little dad joke there.
Hey, Amato, and if I may, real quick, John, thank you for the opportunity to. I wish I'd have gotten in on this a long time ago, but it would have been, just I'd have a wall like John there. But
you do have a wall, just Disney.
Hold on, speaking of, may I just show you real fast? This is my Disney. Oh, how do I do that? There we go. So there's just this side. I can't really show you the other side because it's a disaster. But anyway, there's my craziness. So anyway, I'm very excited to be in on the early part of the parks. I lucked, everything happens for a reason, and I was fortunate to be in the right place at the right time with the Disney Millennium Pin trading. And so I got in on it early. I jumped in with both feet. I was talking to a mentor of mine about FiGPiNs today, who's also a big Disney fan. And he said, you didn't just dip your toe into it, you stuck your whole foot in and then jumped in with both feet. And I can't tell you how energizing it is for me, because pins, when Disney let me go in 2016, pins had been such a big part of my Disney career. And to get back now this new energy with this great new discovery of this wonderful little collectible, thing that means so much, to whatever it is that brings you joy, is really exciting for me.
Good. I love hearing that, and I hope I can meet you in person soon. We have something that's cooking that is that hopefully we could kind of get you involved with.
Was that a Ratatouille league right there? You're cooking? No.
No, it's we're working up a new event for FiGPiN, and as I've said, we're trying to figure out how to bring the Disney pin trading community with the FiGPiN community. So, Holland, I think that would be a fantastic opportunity. 1, to meet you, 2, to work with you, and 3, for you to meet the FiGPiN community in person. So,
count me in.
Okay, awesome.
Don't forget about us, Amato. We like you guys too.
You are the FiGPiN community. Who I'm talking about, right?
I'm joking, man. Yeah. Again, Amato, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure as always. If there's anything that we can do to support you guys, please let us know.
Thank you. Sure. Thank you. Alex, John, Battle, Rick, I see you there, but like I'm on the mobile format of this thing, so it only pops up the person who's talking at a time, so it's a very weird interface for me. But it's great seeing everyone. Thank you for everything, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you, Otto.
Thank you for joining us.
All right.
Nice seeing you.
Pleasure.
So we finally get to have a chance with Rick now. Rick, man. So
can you hear me?
We can, my friend. So we saw you pop in there real quick, and then you disappeared, and like you guys definitely hijacked. You somehow shared this private link with Amato too, and or did you like are you trying to go ahead and say you do want to go ahead and have your own interview and you like hacked
Well,
into our system to say, hey, I'm ready to join you?
If you notice, I actually changed my name to Next Link Services.
I like it, man. I like it.
He's come out of his shell.
Scoop, how
Rick,
are you?
So we're doing well, man. You know, I mean, we had a chance to go ahead and chat with Holland a little bit, and then you know, Amato came on and surprised us, and now we're getting a chance to talk with you. So, Rick, do you want to go ahead and share real quick how you kind of know Holland? Because I'm pretty sure you guys know each other, right, from before FiGPiN happened.
He looks familiar.
Do I know you?
You know, only by voice. we literally talk for hours. He's my new best friend, and you guys are too. I just love talking about stuff I love, you know?
We love talking to you, Holland.
So Scoop and I have known each other for just personally over 2 years, right, Scoop?
Yep.
And so
we met, I guess, at an event. Did I ask you if I'd met you before? Anyway, you remembered meeting me at an event. You told me so. But I meet a lot. You know, I met a lot of people in that role.
So Disney pins obviously were a huge part of what I did. I mean, I don't have nearly as many as Scoop has.
Oh, you probably did.
No.
I'm getting rid of mine.
You're all in FiGPiN. Well, then
Yeah,
you're getting
and I'm
rid of
paring
it.
down. You know, I got it.
If
Make room for the FiGPiNs.
If you're getting rid of it, that thing right behind your head is my dream.
That's the one thing I can't do. I'll make you one. I'll copy it for you.
Yeah, but with all those APs, you copy that for me, all right?
Yeah, but you know that says AP on it actually in that little medallion. I don't know if you can see it up at the top. But this was before they stamped them APs.
Dang, even better. Oh,
we can do that by hand. You and I, Holland.
Sure.
That's awesome.
So, Rick, you I'm not sure if you caught the show where we were talking and I had said that you are the Neo from the Matrix of FiGPiN collector power.
I think I want to correct what you said there. You said I was some kind of phenomenon.
Yes.
And that I didn't count.
Yeah, you're way off the bell curve, man. You're an outlier on all statistics.
And then you hack your way into the thing tonight.
Well, I just had to correct that statement. That I don't know what Patrick's done with that whole leaderboard, but that's only 1/10 my power.
Oh my gosh!
Is that seriously? Like, you're serious?
Are we all going to
You're talking about you have 200 million in pins that you have not released or not unlocked or added to your account?
I can't tell you. I can't remember who I was on the phone with on a FaceTime. As a matter of fact, I think it was Statue Fanatic. And I took him for a little tour of all the boxes I have not opened in the 9 months I've been collecting.
Oh my gosh, man. All right, well,
I can
the
only
next time that
imagine.
happens, I want to go ahead and go on that video tour myself, man. So
Can we just open up a museum?
Right.
I want pin to pin wall from top to bottom. We'll have an AP room. It'll be ballistics. We'll lock them all up. We'll have cameras. Oh, it'll be awesome.
I'm pretty sure I've already asked you this, Rick, but do you want to adopt me?
Hey, make an Airbnb FiGPiN room. I can go stay in it and sleep on my FiGPiN.
I'd hate to say it, but it could probably be a FiGPiN house.
I imagine. I can
built out
imagine.
of FiGPiN boxes for bricks.
there you go. So so Rick, what Well, and I guess Holland and Rick, you guys, I mean, if it's okay with you, did you want to share how you kind of got Holland involved with FiGPiN?
Yeah, how did you do that?
That's not good.
I had to work it in there sneakily with Holland, because Holland's got so many pins that he can't even get in his own garage. So I had to work it in really, really smoothly on why he should collect a 3-inch pin that takes up so much more room than the regular Disney pins.
So to help, he started buying all my pins to make room for the new FiGPiN.
Exactly.
Thank you, Rick.
So anything on the back of it that said AP, I said, Holland, send it my way. And then he was convinced. That's all it took.
Nice.
That's crazy.
That's awesome, man.
Well, what's amazing, Rick, is how much we have in common, and you know, Rick obviously does well to be able to afford to be able to buy enough pins to do the kind of points thing that I don't understand, and boosting and all that still, which I now have to learn for the unlocking of my NBA pins.
Got to get first.
So I can have a shot at the gold, right?
Yep.
But anyway, it's just we talk so much, and not just pins. You know, it's really amazing. And I have friends like that from the park pins from before, and so I'm so grateful to you, Rick, for making me a part of this community, and all you guys. You know, I am just putting my toe in the water right now, but I look forward to a long and strong friendship with everybody.
I mean, we definitely appreciate it. We're definitely excited as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't noticed, you kind of preaching to the choir, because we have all become pretty darn good friends through this mutual collector, and we never knew how slippery that slope was when we started.
Where are you, Michael?
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh, wow. And you, Alex?
I'm near Chicago.
Okay. And I'm in Florida. Rick's in, well, I don't know, Rick can disclose his location.
No, you go ahead. I'm
He's
fine
in
with
Utah.
Okay, neighbors. All right, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Rick.
So Scoop, let me say something though.
Yeah.
And that is, I think that you bring more to the community than you really realize. Your enthusiasm, your knowledge, your ability to educate and show us the different things between what is different between Disney and FiGPiN, and how FiGPiN broke the mold of all pin trading, and how they've turned that upside down basically.
Yeah.
One thing I heard that you said that was a light bulb for me is, how cool has it, or is it going to be for FiGPiN that you've been through this? You've ridden a couple of their pin waves. You mentioned, you know, the secondary characters that you could do a smaller run line, and Disney dropped the ball on that. Well, that's really cool knowledge that you have that you can pass on to FiGPiN and say, listen, there's the market. You can do these little inserts and make it that much better. So that's really cool.
Thanks, Michael. It excites me too, and that's exactly how I framed it up. I got to ride that one wave, and hopefully I can ride this next wave and help it, you know, be the wave to ride.
Well, we're counting on it, because we're having a great time surfing so far.
And who doesn't want to see their collection go up in value, you know?
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, I mean, I get super excited thinking about what Amato said, but it also gives me such anxiety thinking there's only, because I know how fast that gold Grogu sold out. I mean, I was just, you know, and if there's more and more people going after, it's gonna make it fun. But
Our wallets are gonna cry even more.
So what's great about it though is you don't have to stand out in 1,000-degree heat like I did for the first years of pin trading. We would line up and wait for hours, you know.
Oh man,
it was just ridiculous. So better to be in the AC or at work and hitting that button.
So you know, and I just want to go back to the comments here real quick. We actually have one of our sponsors for FiGPiN boosters. Jason from Pops and Pins.
Jason,
He actually wants to go ahead and meet up with you at TD Collectibles because he lives in Orlando as well. So if I can go ahead and do the introduction if you guys want to meet up at TD Collectibles. I'm sure you guys can go ahead and.
And I think he reached out.
Scoop, you got to be careful with that guy. That guy has sold me so many pins. You got to be careful.
Maybe I'll learn something.
Hey,
you'll learn a lot from that guy, but you better have your wallet open.
Absolutely. Love Jason over there. Hey, no, he'll do a solid job. He'll get you what you need.
He does an awesome job.
He's ruthless at what he wants to. I love
it. And Scoop, believe it or not, way back when we were doing stuff, he was actually one of my pickup pals that would go and pick up all of my pins throughout the park as they released them. Way back. I mean,
you said the name, yeah.
Yeah, so he and I go way back. So not quite as far as you on Main Street, but he's a great guy and a wonderful breath of fresh air to get knowledge and be able to just mingle with.
I'm very excited to meet him.
So I did want to go ahead and just reference something from last week because I just I kind of just put two and two together because I'm reading some of these comments. So I had shared that the fan pins, and I had mentioned some of the Nintendo fan pins that had been were made by Matt Montel. And when I went back to look for them, I realized that I had shared the wrong fan pin artist with that work. And I just see that he's in the chat as well. It has been here for as well. So Steve Garnett is Weasel Den. So Weasel Den, you've been doing an amazing job with all the fan pins. So I just wanted to give you credit for the amazing work that you have been doing and correct my mistake from last week. Although Matt has done incredible work as well. I just had mixed up the work that you guys had did. So yeah, just wanted to go ahead and
did you say fan pins?
Yeah. So we have a bunch of collectors that are artists. And actually, Amato went ahead and gave some work, a file to go ahead and be able to create fan pins. So if you want to go ahead and take a look at some of the work that collectors that are artists have done that are not licenses of FiGPiN, they have some amazing work there, and Weasel Den is one of those that do a great job. So again, just wanted to share my apologies and do the correction there.
How we could probably get that hat back on you. Maybe, we wouldn't want the mask, maybe some bling on the shades. If we could get you on a green screen, full body picture of you, we could make a fan pin of you.
Very true. We can do it, Holland.
You're like, all right.
Rick says it's okay.
It'll be on the very top of every.
Rick has been my FiGPiN Sherpa.
As long as that thing behind your head is in your will to me, anything's okay.
Hey, rest assured, my wife and daughter do not want it. So
I think we're in the same shoes. My kids do not want my collection.
So
you know what? But Holland,
remember what Alex said: adopt a kid will want them.
Yeah, if you adopt me, will it right to me.
So Holland.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job. Keep it up. Before the hard questions come, I'm jumping off because I am not getting that question of how much have I paid too much.
You already. It's here. We're here.
You guys have a good night, and thanks for having me. And we'll talk to you later.
Appreciate seeing you.
As always. Talk to you soon.
Bye, Rick.
Well, guys, I mean, we haven't even got to you, Holland, yet, and we've got an amazing show. Do you still have time? We want to be respectful of your time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, awesome. And Alex and Battle, are you guys still good?
Still good.
All right, so guys, go ahead and I believe Battle.
Is there anybody watching still?
Yes, we have about 50 people watching in the last time I checked.
Sweet.
So
you're still there, Rick.
Stick around. He just went so he didn't have.
He knows how to get in. He just doesn't know how to get out.
Yeah.
How do I get out of this thing?
We didn't ask you, John. Are you okay? You're on the Eastern time zone.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. No big
He
deal.
said, "Don't threaten
I'm
me
here for
with a good
FiGPiN, man.
time."
If you want to do it again, that's fine.
No,
also.
absolutely not,
I've
man.
enjoyed this so
No,
much. I don't need to,
No, we
There's
want to hear
so
from
many
you, my
more
friend.
interesting
We definitely
things.
want to hear about you. So, because we have some great questions and some other things we want to chat about.
Okay.
So,
All
let's
right.
go. If you're good, we're good to go.
Okay. All right. Fire away.
There we go. Now we're in Holland mode.
What do you want to know?
Alex, battle.
Did you want me to answer the question? How did I get into pins?
We've kind of jumped
I
around.
think we got that one answered.
Yep.
And wait, did we ever figure out what was your very first pin at Walmart?
Well, that was the Sorcerer Mickey, but that was FiGPiN. That was
yeah.
the first time I saw FiGPiN,
Yeah, that's what we want to know.
and it really caught my eye.
So was
have
it it was the XL version, right?
I don't think so. No, it was the small one.
Okay.
It was the small one, and the little baby Yoda guy was there, and I almost bought that because I knew how hot he was as a collectible. But like I said, just buying pins hurts.
Yeah.
It's just like, how can I do this to myself? And I still do. So yeah, I've got some really cool stuff. I just want to flash across the screen. So
hold on. Let me make you the
okay.
So if you speak, it goes ahead and everyone can see it. Go ahead.
And this is just stuff I brought to talk about. I love talking about pins, but this Stitch Crashes, have you seen these? They're like a sculpt, right? So there's like a 3D element to them.
Cool.
A relief is what I think that might be called in Artland. And I thought this is what FiGPiNs were because of the depth that the art creates. But it's a whole different thing. And then these are colored differently. They have like a layer of it's somehow printed and then put on, as opposed to hand enameling, which if people don't know, and I'll show that some other time. I don't have any. Oh yeah, I do have something handy. Let me just grab one thing real quick. It's right on my wall here. This is kind of a quick example of how pins are made. They are filled by hand, and there's a thing called progressions now. I'm trying to get the light, so
that works kind of.
Y'all can see
that looks good.
But you can see where the fill is applied gradually, and then the plating at the end, and that's not how the Stitch Crashes is made. So I thought that's how FiGPiNs were made. And one of the things that made me most eager about getting involved with the actual company was learning how that process is done. This is kind of oops. I brought a couple of so this is something they did just for this collection of pins. The manufacturer took the pin and applied it to this plate as a what do you call it? Not a style guide, but anyway, it's what it's how the pin's going to be colored and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
A character key, right? The key. Okay. Any character that's designed for animation has a key with the colors. So they did character keys of those. But I also wanted to show you a couple of really early pins that Disney did. I told you guys how behind I got today. So anyway, there's one that has no enamel in it. And that's one of the early Mickeys.
That's awesome.
And the early ones were usually broach back, which is, the as opposed to a clutch. And then here's this guy. So these are real cloisonne, which is, they're like glass. The fill has to be melted into it. Ground glass is sand, right? Or silica is what it's called. And it's melted into the voids. How's that view? I can't see.
It's not bad.
You're
Yes.
And then something really interesting that Disney used to do is these pressed wood.
Oh, cool.
So that's one of the dwarfs, and
That's neat.
it's basically a piece of wood stomped on by a press. So
That'd be cool.
anyway, I'm really into the process of how pins made, and I hope to share that with the FiGPiN community.
I have for a while thought it would be so cool to tour and like you said, like from A to Z. Like, okay, Eric gets it in his hand, he draws it, concept, puts it. Let's see how it's
Rick,
made.
I want to. That's exactly what. And then go over to China or wherever. I'm assuming China, and go to the factory and watch them make them.
I'd be super fun. I love that kind of stuff. I'd be down.
On
See their parts per million and work on their supply chain a little bit. Six Sigma style.
Scoopspins.com. I put links to YouTube videos on how they're made, because I think once you understand how these pins are made, you have a whole new appreciation for them. They're all hand filled. Now, I don't know that FiGPiNs are, but it sounds like they are. But all that enamel is applied. It's like a thin paint, like an Elmer's glue consistency. It's epoxy resin, and they can make it in any color. And they squirt it with a little needle in like a syringe, like you get a shot with. And they squirt it into the voids that are stamped in, used to be stamped in. Now they're molded in vulcanized rubber. They make molds and they're spin casted into the molds. And I presume that's how those are made as well. But when you see all the handwork that goes into them, you have a new appreciation for the little miniature work of art you're holding in your hand.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to show you the most expensive pin previously, and then...
Holland, it's funny that you've been talking about this, because we have some people commenting, asking if Midnight Geek asked the question, and then we had a bunch of people having their finger pointing up for that question. Can you show some Grails of Disney pins? So this is a great segue. Go ahead.
Awesome. So this was the first pin I paid too much money for. And
cool.
It's commonly referred to as the Haunted Mansion Dangle. And it glows, which I love. But you could only get it going to the Classics, Collector's Classics event, which was an annual event Disney did to release the little figurines that I'm boring Mike to death with this.
I'm sorry. This is late. I'm in bed by 9 o'clock. I'm just a young old man.
So anyway, I paid. I want to say around.
Hold on. Just go ahead and keep that pin there. I want to make the screen big for everyone. There you go.
I paid about $150 for it in 2000. It did get up to around 500. I don't know where it's at now. Probably 2 to 3. It's.
I'm sorry. 500 what?
Dollars? Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a lot or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of money for sure. Okay. I thought you meant 500,000. That's when you said you paid 150. I was like, wow, that's
no, but I know that's what some FiGPiNs do, right? What's the most expensive FiGPiN you've seen?
Pushing 5 grand.
Yeah, you're probably between 5 to 8, and that's going to be the
1,000 or 100.
1,000.
Right.
So that's the golden white Altair.
Yeah, there's not a lot in the Disney line that.
I mean, so that pin that I mentioned, there's only 10 of those.
Which one?
The golden white Altair.
Yeah, right.
Between $5,000 to $8,000. I mean, it's probably even more money. I've actually never seen one for sale before. So it's definitely a grail of grails, and there's only 10 of them in the world.
Disney will sell the pre-production prototypes and stuff like that at auctions, and some of them go through the roof. That big scoop I showed you, I think it went for something like 800 or something like that at their live auction that they do at the pin event. Wow. And now that pin does 400 to 500 all day long. And then I hope my wife never sees this. But she had the same reaction to me buying that pin when I told her what I had done. I think it was $125. And she said, "You what? $125?" But I wanted it so bad and I couldn't get a trade for it. So this is one I bought recently.
Ooh.
And here's a kind of funny story about this pin. This was one of the pins that was released at a Disney pin event, and it was in a little mystery black bag. And every cast member got a pin for going, I think. I think you had to maybe pay to go. I don't remember, but anyway, it didn't cost much, probably $5. And everybody who went got a blind bag. So this, I was on vocal rest from Disney. I was working at the florist, the Disney florist. And this nice florist lady said, you know, you want to go to the pin event? And, you know, and I thought maybe she'll, you know, if there's something I want extra of, she'll let me, you know, because that's what we do. So anyway, we each got a black bag. Mine was a Mickey Uncle Sam AP, which was a nice pin to get, but she got that pin. And I knew that it was going to be a good pin. I don't know how I knew. Maybe some of them were out already and were trading pretty well or selling on eBay high price. I don't remember. It's LE200. So I said, you know what? She said, okay, here, you want this? And I said, oh, that's a really good one. Are you sure you want to do that? And she said, oh, yeah. And I said, I wouldn't feel right. And she said, well, my sister was the one I'm getting this stuff for, so I'll just give it to her. So, okay. Well, anyway, it's been on eBay for years at $400, you know, $300-400. So I finally just bit the bullet and paid $350 for it not too long ago. But
oh, nice!
How tiny it is.
But
you know?
So cool looking. What does it say on there? I can't quite read it.
They did attraction tickets like the e-ticket, and
okay.
And this was the lowest number one.
Ooh.
Even with my glasses on, I don't think I can see what I'm doing here, but I'll try. But anyway, it says Disney MGM Studios. So each pin was one of the parks, and then that's C ticket. And, you know, people wanted to collect all the tickets. And at the same time, they had hidden Mickey pins, which were the pins that were only on cast member lanyards. In fact, at the time the tickets came out, they were called cast lanyard pins.
Oh, cool.
Paris still calls them lanyard refresher, but Disney started putting an obvious Mickey on the front of every one of them. I don't think I have one here, but you know, I always thought after they did that, they should be called obvious Mickey because the Mickey's not hidden at all. But the cast members were so sick of having people come up and say, hey, is that a cast lanyard pin? And yeah, it's on my lanyard. And well, let me see the back of it, because that was the only way to know if it was a cast lanyard pin. Was on the back it said cast lanyard series. So they were sick of having to do that, and then so they just finally put a hidden Mickey on the front.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So
how we do have we have I guess our favorite question to ask so far. So you shared what you've bought some of your most expensive pins from.
Ooh, she has some too.
Hold on. Alex, you need to go ahead and talk.
Hold on. I gotta see. Hold on.
You need to talk so you can go ahead and be on the big screen.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, there's a hidden Mickey right here.
Right. That's it, Alex. Yeah. Change
awesome.
the angle. Just when you tipped it down a little, it actually there it is. Down in the obvious big Mickey is another little hidden Mickey. That's what the hidden Mickeys are.
Yep.
Oh man, I don't have.
Well, show the one on the other on the Epcot logo.
Alex, don't forget you have to say something so that you show up on the screen.
Yep. So here's the banner, and it's got a little Mickey at the
It
bottom.
already has a hidden Mickey in the D.
Yep.
I don't get Disney. I just I don't get them.
Yep.
All right, so you shared with us that you just bit the bullet and went ahead and paid a couple $100 for that pin. Do do you have and this is our favorite question when it comes in regards to FiGPiNs. What has been your single most expensive FiGPiN purchase so far? For a single pin, not like, you bought a bunch and it cost you $300.
$25.
That's not bad.
For the Mandalorian Jumbo in the crushed box that was at the Walmart.
That's a good price, my friend. And I'm sure as you get further into this, and if you want to expand your collection,
I want every XL pin they ever made, and by that I mean every one of every design.
Yeah,
they're great.
Yep. So another question. What is a character or license? And it doesn't. I mean, you can go ahead and choose Disney if you want to. Well, give us two. What would be your Disney character or license from Disney, and what would you like to go ahead and see outside of Disney that would be on FiGPiN's dream board?
I would so love if, like I had told Amato, if they would do the different live interactive characters. There are shows currently like the Lion King live show, with people of color, which, is great because, there's Tiana, so, and well, now Coco and the others, but move on. But that show has people of color in it, in the cast, and the Nemo show is supposed to be coming back, but it was a very expensive show because of the live actors. I don't know how that's going to shake out. The Frozen sing-along is still around, and that's a live show that they could do. But that's just an example. Any shows they come up with, and of course, characters that are gone now that that were great to run into, but I can just see them not wanting to do that because of regret for getting rid of us. All the Main Street actors and everything. And then I was talking to Rick about this, and I would love to see Disney do a new Pinocchio in the Pixar style, because when you watch Pinocchio, it's like watching a flip book. It's very dark, even though the colors are vibrant at times. It just has a clunkiness to it.
Yeah,
that makes it hard to watch.
It's funny. I'm pretty sure I seen in the comments earlier, someone had said that they want to see a Pinocchio, but they would have to do the box sideways to have his nose go ahead and come out there.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, for the nose. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I think he could do unlicensed. I don't have a whole lot of licensed things I follow, I don't think. But
what if they could do a box set of Pinocchio where he's on the far left side and his nose extends across all the other 4 pins, and they're all the characters are duck in or something kind of like that from it, and put them all together and it goes into one.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Or even when it turns into a branch at the end and the little birds are on it.
Oh, that'd be sweet. That'd be good.
And then I thought about either the presidents or, although I wouldn't want every president, but the monuments. Or presidents on currency, I think would really be cool.
That would be very cool.
And then Rick and I had talked about the Little Green Army Men, just a little collection of the different poses that are classic.
Yep. And I guess we really and I know this is going to be a horrible joke, but I guess we really can't talk about Bruno, right? From Encanto. We can't talk about Bruno. The song.
I don't even know. I haven't.
You ever watched the show?
No.
I know. Horrible joke. Horrible joke.
My daughter stopped watching Disney, and then I did too. And I used to love them, but I don't know what happened. Yeah. I couldn't stay awake through. I fell asleep during Frozen. Now, I may have been a little frozen myself with the margaritas, but because I like to get a drink when I go to the movie, and
And you can
But
do that
yeah.
at the AMC there in downtown
yeah, and we
or
we
Disney
eat
Springs.
drink
Sorry,
there.
I'm calling it the old spot.
Yeah, that's what I call it.
I still call it downtown too.
Yep. So I like the choices that you had there, and that kind of brings us into the next thing. So Alex, did you want to talk about what we had drop last week? So that there's some other amazing pins that we had drop last week.
We had the Demon Slayer drop, which I'm super excited about. And now that he confirmed the glitter Rengoku, that's even better.
That was really sweet, huh? Yeah, so I haven't ordered any of those Demon Slayer ones yet, but man, some of them are so cool looking.
They are very cool.
Yep.
All of those are commons?
Yes, all commons. Yep.
I thought they were all commons on that
Yep.
one.
So Holland, so
Yep.
something that you may not know, and I'm not sure if how often you kind of take a look at the blog post and everything from FiGPiN, but they typically have either a limited edition or FiGPiN exclusive. So limited editions for FiGPiN, they're typically go ahead and any of the retailers that are still here with us. So we have Jason from Pops and Pins. Yannick is here. That those guys know that they usually go ahead and let those pins go to the retailers first, and then after, I'm pretty sure it's 90 days. Alex or Battle, do you remember their guidelines with that? I can't remember what it is. And they go ahead and they're able to sell it on their own website, but they give that to the retailers first, and then
That's
there's a
so
big
smart.
exclusive. So typically, we have not seen a release without having some type of exclusive limited edition. And Alex, this is the first one in a while that we've seen that it's only commons, right?
Yeah, I
It's
think
only what?
They're only commons.
didn't the first wave of Simpsons were all commons as well?
No, the lady was a limited.
No, that
retail
was the
exclusive, I think.
second wave of Simpsons.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot that.
But they were all 1,000. 1,000. No, there are 5,000 lot. Yeah, I guess you're right.
I mean, besides Krusty, but that was released at a con beforehand.
Yep.
But yeah, but I guess another huge drop that I'm super excited about was the Toy Fair logo.
The Toy Fair logo, which I
was-
am sure anybody who's watching could say they've been up in arms a little bit about. It was
There's been so much controversy regarding that logo, because not only were they originally thought it was 1,000 pieces, but it's actually 500, which is amazing. So you have everyone trying to get as many as they can, as quickly as they can.
get one.
I was gonna say, were you guys able to secure one?
I have not yet been able to. So I'm trying. And there's still actually Jason from Pops and Pins. He had his thing tonight. I'm pretty sure we missed it. So if you take a look at IG, I know he was running his giveaway today, or maybe it's tomorrow. I don't remember, but he's doing his giveaway. I know JR's Toy World was still doing it, and there's still some other retailers that have not announced how you're going to get that Toy Fair logo. So Holland, do you have any of the FiGPiN logos yet? Well,
yeah,
I
got the villains one.
The villains, yeah.
And
so FiGPiN logos in the last few months. I'm going to say in the last 6 to 8 weeks, guys, right? Maybe even less. They have
Blown up.
Yeah. So you guys want to talk about the pricing and kind of fill Holland in?
What did they do?
So the pricing on them have skyrocketed. Something that normally $20, $30, maybe $40 have been going for $150, $200. And just recently, and I'm pretty sure our friend Mickey's Walt is to blame a little bit, and he would agree. Logos are his absolute favorite thing to buy. So he
and that's
buys
another thing he and I had in common out of the blue. It's so funny.
So I'm sure he's the blame for the skyrocketing prices, which those of us selling are loving. Those of us trying to buy are hating it.
Yeah, there's a good chance I'll never have a complete logo set. I haven't really even tried for that very reason.
Luckily, I was able to secure most of these very early, so I didn't pay too crazy. So
that was good.
Except for that GameStop one. I think everyone pays $300, $400 for it.
So you guys want to share with Holland's the GameStop logo fiasco?
Go ahead, Battle.
Long story short, you had to be a manager or a GameStop event. It was even rumored that some of the managers, as they were getting them, were saying no thanks and pitching them out into the trash on their way out. There aren't a whole bunch of them to be found, but there are definitely a few in circulation.
Oh, is that
right
what
here.
one looks like?
Yep,
The
this is
white
the
and
GameStop
red.
logo
The white and the
right
red,
there.
yeah.
Can we zoom you?
Right here.
There you go. And is that the GameStop?
Yep, so the red and white one is the GameStop one.
Oh, so you took them and put them on another card and put them inside one of the FiGPiN.
Yeah, so
That looks great, Alex.
Hero Complex actually makes they have their name on the side, but they actually make like a 3D printed little logo display that snaps right into a FiGPiN case.
Oh, wow. Hold on, before you put that back on, can you take it off again and show me all the sides? And
Yeah, so it's 3D printed. It's hard to see.
oh, they 3D print them.
Yeah, with 3D
Oh,
printer.
I want to see the back too, please.
Yep.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
great.
Pretty cool.
And are the holes already there? Or no, you.
There's the way I do it, where I don't have to put 3D backer. I just stick them all on the post.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, logos have totally blown up in the last few weeks, Holland. So if if you're gonna dive in, like I said, welcome to the
I'm gonna
community.
spend
But
too much on a pin by those, huh?
Yep.
Oh,
Just go rummage around Mickey's garage until you find one, and just happen to claim one or two or all of them.
Right on.
Yeah, definitely. So and then Battle, do you want to go ahead and just remind us with the NBA unlocks what day that is and when we're starting that?
Actually, could you help me out on that? Because I don't actually recall off the top of my head.
Well, I guess we really need our friend Cece to go ahead and just drop the reminder.
Post
But
it in there for us.
we do go ahead and
The
have
only reason I'm here tonight is to find out when the NBA is unlocked.
Yep. So we have them on this Friday, the March 4th. And the earliest one, I believe, is at 10 a.m. Nope, I'm sorry. It's at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which means 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then you have half-hour increments from there with the 6 pins that will be released. So, make sure that you're ready for it. There is plenty of time. There are a lot of retailers. So if you guys have not received it, there are plenty of retailers that go ahead and will send the codes to you when you purchase them.
Yeah, for you.
So go ahead and help them out. And obviously, Alex, you can go ahead and talk about our newest our newest venture, our newest retailer that we have joining us this month for March. That will definitely go ahead and give you codes if you buy from them.
So Pins on Fire is our new sponsor for this month of March. So Pins on Fire, if you order from them, they'll give you those little scratcher cards and you get discount codes.
That's cool.
Which is amazing. They do a great job. They actually are sponsoring us, like I said, for the whole month. So we have giveaways scheduled every show this month. So make sure you tune in to come back and get for the giveaway. We have one coming up. I know it's late, guys, and there's still 36 of you. So thank you for still being here with us.
Thank you.
Even more of a chance for you guys to win something. So we're excited to have them. They're already doing a great job partnership. So we're really looking forward to the future here with them.
If anybody's on, you can always post the Pins on Fire in the link. And you can also, if we haven't missed Pops and Pins giveaway, we can post that down there too so people can see it and find it right away.
Speaking of Pins on Fire, we also, I don't know if you guys saw, they posted a little teaser picture of their Pins on Fire exclusive stickers and saying that they're ready. So they're going to have a new exclusive coming up soon, and we don't know what it is. All we know, all the kind of teaser they gave us is it's not a genre or like fandom that they've already done.
Ooh,
So that means what? No DBZ, no MHA, no DC, no Hello Kitty. So
all right, you got me interested.
Give me 1 second here. I'll go ahead and I'll share my screen.
Are you gonna pull up their site?
Well, I just did the photo of it.
Okay, yeah.
But
I believe it had 2022 on the sticker there. So
yeah, so can you guys see that?
yes, we can.
It's Pins on Fire exclusive 2022. So be excited because we have a Pins on Fire going ahead and getting exclusive sometime this year.
Great.
That is super cool.
It's super awesome.
Awesome.
And
let's see.
I think John needs to talk about the other last drop that they announced.
Oh yeah, my gosh, guys, I can't believe I almost missed this.
So
Holland, you'll come to go ahead and know me. I am a huge Dragon Ball Z fan.
Huge.
Yep, huge, absolutely huge. Yep, it is my favorite anime. I mean, I was watching this when I was a kid growing up. They were releasing episodes still in Japan as they were writing it. And it's just been something that has always stuck with me. And this week, FiGPiN announced that tomorrow they are going to be having another drop of 6 Dragon Ball Super pins. So if you guys are excited about that, drop us a comment. Let us know what you're thinking is your favorite pin or must-have. I will share that the Shenron looks phenomenal. So
what are Super pins?
So Dragon Ball Super is Dragon Ball is like the base name of the anime, and then Super is their latest arc in the series. So yeah, this is Shenron. That if you're taking a look at battle screen
on this one,
it's so Dragon Ball. There's 7 Dragon Balls. You go ahead and bring them together. This dragon will come out of the Dragon Balls and can grant the person a wish. So Shenron does that. I was
wondering what that thing was because it was an XL. I almost bought it, but I couldn't figure out what it was. And I kind of
definitely. It's an amazing thing. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are interested in it, make sure you take a look at Pins on Fire tomorrow as well as Pops and Pins. So whichever one you're supporting us on, either through boosters or through What the FiGPiN. Definitely be excited for those, but I'm excited for sure because it's more Dragon Ball. So
what I thought was cool was that they're all action poses. Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
Did you see the pose different? Is it Beerus?
Yep.
Beerus, yep.
Is wicked looking, just all curled up, fighting it out.
And so Holland, I mean, and Battle brings up, and you probably don't even know this. So there was a time that, and you can see from the pins behind me. That the characters were just standing there. Whatever pose it was not really not very much action into it.
Right.
And then it was it Naruto, Alex, that they did the first action poses, or was it the MHA pins? I can't remember.
I want to say MHA.
I want to say it was
yeah, you might be right on that box set. Maybe the one in Walmart.
Yeah, I know it was definitely the 4-pack that came out that. So they went ahead and they actually switched to and Battle showing, some of the different poses where the action poses came out and they could not stand on their own because the pin was not touching the ground itself. So they actually did these action poses because 1, they look awesome. But then 2, they actually released power bases. So you have something that, was a little bit different look than just that rectangular box that you can go ahead and display it in. But yeah, I mean, it was a cool change that they had. So I'm excited to see what the Dragon Ball action poses are going to look like in person.
They had the power base, and they also made the necklace loop or chain loop feature as well.
What is that?
So on these action poses that you can't stand up, on the pin backer itself, it has a hole in the back where you can run a chain or string it up to something, so you can wear it other than piercing the
right
fabric.
What a great idea. I bought like 6 pins that I came across that weren't Disney, that were fake pins, and one of them I think is it Dragon Balls where the guy is shooting out like from his hand, a light beam that sprays out.
So you'll notice something here
Hold on.
from
Yeah, let me see that.
Here it is here.
Keep it down. There you go.
And talk.
Okay, mic check. Coming to you live. There we go. There's my screen.
That guy. I
Yeah.
love it. So that's one I bought.
This
that was on
actually,
the,
this
yeah, that
probably
was on
was
the
my.
shelf huh?
This was probably the pin that sucked me into FiGPiN, and it was just so cool looking.
It was on the shelf at GameStop.
Yep, right
And-
where I got it.
And so I snatched that puppy up, and I just love it.
It is one of my favorite pins. The amount of space they used, and it looks so cool. The depth
Yeah, and
in
the
it is amazing.
The depth of that light beam, that comes all the way almost up to the edge of the box, and the other guy it really gives him so much depth. Yeah, I love it.
It
I
is
think I
definitely
just
one of my favorite
decided-
pins for sure.
I think I just decided I want an AP of that pin.
So there is someone that I haven't seen in our chat before, but Lorena Roa. She's saying that we need more Hello Kitty and Agritseco fig pins.
Oh, all right.
So that's definitely cool. And so Charity Peterson Battle said that she just got that Goku as well. So it's definitely fun.
It is a very, very cool pin.
Well, I know it's getting late, but I want to get this giveaway going so that way we can make sure to get it out to our watchers here. So I know it's not FiGPiN related, but there was an announcement not that long ago for Pokemon, which I know a lot of us FiGPiN collectors want Pokemon pins. So John here has a Pokemon card hidden. You guys can't see it. If you guys can, first person to guess which card he has will win this cool Spyro pin.
Oh, it's Blastoise.
Pikachu.
Get entered it.
Get out of here.
Blastoise. It's Charizard. It's that first
So-
edition. The battle guy.
So guys, so this is thanks to Pins on Fire. So we appreciate you for sponsoring the show for the month of March. They went ahead and sent us, and we're going to keep this a secret every week. So they sent us some amazing, absolutely amazing pins. And
Did I see that one again? That was really cute.
yeah, so the first pin that we're giving away is Spyro. And
Brand
Alex,
new. It's locked.
Yep, Alex, did you want to share the story with Spyros? Because I'm not sure if Holland knows that story, or maybe
Yeah.
some of the viewers don't even know about it.
Yeah, so Spyro is not a huge popular in general, but the thing that makes him sought after is they were, I think, 2,000 or 3,000 made, but FiGPiN lost the license. So they were unable to finish selling the remainder of their inventory. So I think only 800 to maybe 1,000 were sold. So they're just sitting on the remainder of the inventory. So they can't sell it. So the ones that are out there right now are, that's it, kids. So they're,
How cool. I mean,
Yep, so-
sorry they lost the license, but
Hopefully, who's to say? But with all the stuff happening with Activision and all that stuff, maybe
They could get it back.
relicensing are in
Yeah.
retalks, and so maybe those will hit the stores again. We can only hope.
So I guess and I had shared this earlier that I said that they lost the license. They actually their agreement with Activision expired, right? So it wasn't like they went ahead and there was any plan, but it just hey, we're going to give you 2 years for the license. This was when FiGPiN was still newer, so it took them a little bit longer to go ahead and turn around product. And by the time that they got it on the shelves and were selling it, it was a very short time frame that they had for sales compared to when the license expired. So now they literally have 1,000 to 1,200 pins sitting on a shelf somewhere that they can't sell, unfortunately, right now. So yeah, they're trying to go ahead and figure out what they can do with it.
so we have 1,000 comments coming through. Do we want to?
I bet you like clear screen or looking out, or somebody's over there just like singing the little intro song, Charizard, Jigglypuff, going through each one.
I did see that there was
Someone has already guessed it.
so someone has already guessed it. Yes. So I actually have two. So, and Alex referred to if anyone follows Pokemon, Brilliant Stars just released on Friday, right? So it just came out for a new card deck that they were having. I actually got some today. Me and my kids went ahead and spent some of before dinner opening up some of the packs that we got. And I went ahead and I don't know if you guys ever play it, but they have the codes in the packs of cards that you can go online and create a virtual deck as well. So
That's
this was
cool.
the card. So I believe if I saw correctly,
That
It was
Dragon Knight?
Midnight Geek,
Mm-hmm.
you went ahead and correct. You guessed correctly. I don't know why I can't speak. But with the codes that you can go ahead and put onto the Pokemon not app, but the their online portal, you get to go ahead and open up a whole new pack.
Oh, cool.
Now, I did not pull this card in real life, which I am so jealous of. But when my daughter went ahead and opened this pack virtually, I don't know if you can, of course you can't see it. We pulled the Charizard V-Star, which is one of the sought after cards in the new Brilliant Stars. So I'm jealous that we didn't get a physical card, but very cool that we got it on the virtual app there. So
Hey, can you tell us, for the people who may just be listening, what that Pokemon card you held up was? Was it Dragonite or what was it?
no, the first one is a Charizard, and then
Oh,
the
is it
second one
Charizard?
that I showed was also a Charizard, but it's their new their strongest level of Pokemon. It's called V-Star. So you had V Max as the most strong, and now this is their next level up. So
Wow.
well, you know what? Midnight Geek just went ahead and did something absolutely amazing, and he's giving it to Lorena since we've never seen her here before. So Midnight Geek, awesome man.
Midnight Geek,
Wow.
bringing it forward again. Thank you again.
Lorena, yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, we haven't seen you in the chat before, so it was a pleasure. And you owe the Spyro thanks to Midnight Geek for passing it on to you. So
Nice.
Wow, heck of a
and
good thing.
Holland, I will share, and you've seen this plenty in the community already. Things like this happen all the time. Battle, referenced it earlier. We've become close friends, the three of us. There's many others. So the community for FiGPiN has absolutely been phenomenal to go ahead and just grow together and help each other out like that. I've been part of other collectibles before, and I just have never felt part of a community as I have as here.
And what goes around comes around, right, John?
Yes,
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. So I mean, we're excited to have you part of the community, and it's been such a pleasure, man. It's been really great to get to know you.
And here's my golden rule for pin trading: trade unto others as you would have others trade unto you.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
That's very cool, man. So Holland, I'll leave the floor for you here for a minute or two. Any social media, anything that you want to finish us off with?
The scoopspins.com, the Kissimmee event.
You're on IG, I believe, right? Don't you have an IG page too? I know you're on TikTok, so if you haven't,
Pins on that too.
Yep.
And if you want to see any of my acting work, go to imdb.com. My whole filmography or whatever is there. My latest thing, it was so funny, Disney let me go in 2016. And then I got a day of work on, actually I got a few weeks, but Disney Plus obtained the Right Stuff, which I was in. I had a recurring role in the Right Stuff, and for the TV show, there's a movie called The Right Stuff. It's about the astronauts, and anyway, they cut the episodes from an hour to 45 minutes, so I have one scene left. You can see in that, and then there's a great movie called Waves. And when you're looking for it, it's on Netflix and all that. When you're looking for it, it's Waves 2019. And I've got a small scene in that. But you know, Disney, we call Disney the golden handcuffs, and they had me under contract. I had to renew every year. I had to be renewed every year, my contract. And a lot of people would go in and not have a contract. And I was lucky enough to have one for 17 consecutive years, and I'd worked as an actor for them for 25. And anyway, I forget what I was. I'm tired and it's late. But anyway,
Definitely.
the golden handcuffs. So, there were a lot of years I could have been working on my film and TV career. So I'm trying to get back into that now. And of course, COVID hit. So
Yeah.
you know, a lot of production was shut down and everything. But hopefully, you'll be seeing me on a bigger screen soon.
Definitely. Well, we wish you the best of luck for sure with that, man. I definitely hope that you know that you're able to go ahead and find something that.
And I'd love to be back on this screen with you anytime.
Yep, we would absolutely love that, my friend. It's been a great show. I will officially say this has been our longest episode because we had our two guests go ahead and pop in there. But yeah, Holland, man, it's been a pleasure. And Alex, anything to share with the group for finish it off us tonight?
Just thank you, everyone. Thank you, Pins on Fire. Thank you, Holland, so much for coming on our show. We really appreciate it. You're an amazing person to talk to. I think we could talk to you for hours, and we have, but it doesn't feel like it. So, and I definitely want to talk to you more. I'm a big Disney fanatic. We try and go every single year. So I have got quite a few Disney pins myself.
You know how to get a hold of me, Alex, and anybody's welcome to reach out. I love, you know.
I was going to say, we're already trying to plan a Disney trip for this year. So if I do, I'll meet up with you in person. Be great. But I do want to announce, or at least maybe John should, because you're fangirling over who's coming on our show next week.
No, it's you. It's your that's your part of the gig here. You share what our next guest is.
We are excited to bring Cecilia on our show.
Oh, so, right, very cool.
It'll be awesome to get her on here and another girl finally.
Oh man, we're going to have some hard questions for you.
Yeah. So Holland, Cecilia has been a great part of the community, and she shares every time that there's a new pin that's released. She goes ahead and puts some graphics together and then lays out the unlock day as well as the times for everyone. So
I think Rick just sent me that.
Yeah, I can keep up with any of them too. Thank goodness they do that.
Yeah. I mean, so it's definitely cool that she does it, and we're excited to have her, be part of the show for sure.
And I will do my best to tune in every week. I'm excited about learning about this stuff, and I appreciate those of you who have offered to help me figure out how to unlock and boost, and I'll get there and I'll boost you and unlock you.
There you go.
Perfect. Well, last thing before I sign off is Lorena, make sure you reach out to me. You can find me on Facebook. My name is right there. Or Punk Sandy on Discord, or
IG the same, right?
Yeah, Punk Sandy on Instagram. Send me your information so I can ship out your cool Spyro pin. So thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Alex, man. It was a great show with you. Battle, what about you, my friend?
Co-host, special guest, thank you very, very much for your time and all the information today. For all of the people watching and all of our supporters, thank you. Shout out to all of our future supporters and people who sliding down the slippery slope. We look forward to having you join the community. Thank you very much.
Awesome, guys. Again, it's been a pleasure. It is your man John G with What the FiGPiN. Holland, I'm not sure if you've seen any of our show endings, but we used to do. We're still part of it. We have a group called FiGPiN Boosters on Facebook. It's a great community to go ahead and we share information about there just as we're doing here. But it is, we're trying to make sure that we're the premier boosting group on all social media. So we share, and part of the FiGPiN Warehouse Awesome Party, there was a coin that was released. And right in the middle of it, it says Boost Awesome. So it has become our motto every time that we finish the show to go ahead and say Boost Awesome. So if you don't mind joining us as I count down from 3 to 1, we'd love to have you say Boost Awesome with us. So guys, thank you so much. We will see you next week Alex, Battle, and Holland. Have a great evening. Guys, on 3, 2, 1, boost awesome.
Boost awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thanks for the great show, y'all. Good
Bye.
night.